a beautiful day.
It is. Spring is finally here. New life is blooming all around us.
I love spring. The world feels full, happy, like our life and our hearts.
I love you, Kara.
I love you too, my lion. Your hair is growing as quickly as the flowers in this field, my love. I love it. It looks so handsome on you. So elvish. I was thinking about Talia and the Amber Forge this morning. Does it feel like a lifetime ago to you, or just yesterday?
Both. In my mind, it's a distinct memory, like a chapter in a book I've memorized. I can still feel the moment our souls locked together. But here, in this place we've built together, it feels so ancient and permanent that I can't imagine a time when we weren't. This whole.
I remember standing on that third terrace, watching Vorgos fade away, feeling you beside me, knowing you loved me, no matter what happened. That's when I knew that this, us, was truly forever. And I've felt that joy every day since.
I remember the look on my father's face when we walked into the castle as the Gemini soul.
He did look a bit surprised, didn't he?
He spent 20 years trying to train the mage out of me, trying to build a wall of stone and steel against the void. He thought strength was isolation, and I can fault him for that. I thought the same for a very long time.
I understand.
But real strength, real redemption, it's this. It's the forest standing with the mountains. It's a human prince and an elven princess finding that two hearts are stronger than one. Aethelgard is a city of 4 gates. But it is one heart, and we are that heart. Someday we will take our place on those thrones, Kara. This countryside, this quiet peace, this is where our strength truly lives. This is our home.
And it always will be, my beloved lion. And there's our masterpiece, Vaelen. Vorgos and the void can have their eternal darkness. We have the sunrise. And my heart sings every time I look at our little miracle.
Perfect.
Look at her. She has your focus. She won't stop until that basket is full. And even then, she'll probably try to stuff in just one more.
She has your smile. The way she looks up when she finds a perfect flower. It's exactly how you look when you decipher a difficult line of Weaver's script. A mix of triumph and absolute delight.
She's the best of both of us, my beloved.
Bree says it's not fair. The way you and I can sense her all the time. She says we're supposed to be as frantic as she is when she's trying to find Burin.
One of the benefits of being the Gemini soul, and I love it, always feeling both of you. Even when we're apart, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Me either, my beloved. Look, here she comes, basket in hand and overflowing. You look so happy, little star. What have you found today?
I picked these for you, Mama. They'll look so pretty on our table.
They will indeed, my little light. They're so beautiful. Thank you.
This one is for you, Papa.
Thank you, Myra. It's very beautiful. Just like you and your mother.
Mama, can we have archery practice tonight after dinner? I want to learn to shoot as good as you.
Of course we can, my love. But you'll need to eat all of your vegetables. So you'll have a good strong bow arm, okay? Aunt Bree, Uncle Delerin and Berin are coming to stay with us tomorrow. You can show her how well you're learning to shoot. They'll be so proud of you.
Are they coming with us to Cousin Keelie's wedding too?
Of course. And we need to finish your dress, little star. You're her flower girl, so we want you to look your best, don't we?
Yes, Mama! I want to be as pretty as you.
You already are, my love. It's time for you to get some rest, little light. You've had a busy day, and tomorrow will be even more so. Vaelen and your aunt and uncle will be here for breakfast, so you need to get to sleep, okay?
Okay, Mama. Can I help with breakfast in the morning?
Of course. You can help me with the bread while Papa gathers the eggs. I'll wake you when we get up in the morning.
Good night, Papa.
Good night, Myra. Sleep well. We both love you very much.
I love you both too. So much.
Good night, my little love.
Good night, Mama.
There you are, Fidget. I've been looking all over for you.
Sorry, Orrin forgot his cravat, so I had to run out and find one for him.
Not nervous, is he?
Are you kidding? I'm surprised he can remember his own name right now.
Well, that's why he has you to look after him. And I'm here to look after you. Here's your suit. It's all pressed and ready. You're going to look so handsome. I can't wait to see you in it.
Thanks, Jinxie. Can you believe we'll be doing this in a few months?
No, I can't. But just between us, it can't get here soon enough.
No, it can't.
Your eyes are doing that dynamite crystal sparkle again, my love. Do you remember our first kiss?
The one by the new lake you just created, your eyes shining with the flames of a recently exploded monastery. How could I forget?
You're always so romantic. And all this wedding stuff has me feeling even more so than usual. You'd better go, or we're both gonna get distracted, and Keelie and Orrin will be lost for sure.
Agreed. I'll see you at the altar in a bit then.
Yes, you will. Consider it a practice run. I love you. See you soon, okay?
I love you too. So much.
They'll be headed for their honeymoon tomorrow. Maybe you and I could go to our spot by the river?
Sounds perfect.
Okay, Fidgy. I've got to get to Keelie. Off you go. Love you.
Love you too, Sparks.
Come in.
Well, look at you, my little bride-to-be. You look absolutely radiant.
Jinxie, I'm so glad you're here. I've been lost without you.
So what do you think?
I love it. You were right. It's perfect.
I told you it was. And it's going to look so beautiful on you. Orrin's a lucky man.
Thanks, Jinxie. Speaking of my groom, have you seen him?
He's downstairs in the groom's chamber. Fidget's helping him get ready.
He's such a good man. Kind and loving. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with him.
You're both going to be so happy.
Fidget's a good man, too. Don't forget, it'll be your turn in the fall.
Can you believe it? Both of us. Married before the snows return.
I know. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Well, let's get you married first. Come on, we need to get ready. can't have a wedding without a bride and her maid of honor.
Not a good one, anyway. Come on. I know you'll feel naked without them, but it's time to lose your tools for a while.
Stand still.
The way you're fidgeting, Keelie will mistake you for me.
You all right, Orrin? Got a case of the wedding day nerves, have you?
I suppose so, Uncle.
Relax. Look at it this way. You and Keelie have been married since you were 5 years old. Now you're just making it official.
I suppose you're right. But easier said than done. It feels like all this waiting is stretched on forever. I can hardly believe Keelie is actually about to walk down the aisle.
She's going to look breathtaking. And think of it, by the time the sun sets, she'll be your wife, your partner in everything.
Just try to remember to breathe when you see her. Is that what you were going to tell me?
It was.
Good advice, my friend. But I'm eager to see if you're still this calm when it's your turn in a few months and it's Jinxie who's walking down that aisle.
Point taken. And probably not. There. You look rather dapper, if I do say so myself.
Dapper. What a delightfully manly choice of words.
And those bells mean it's time for me to do my job and make sure you boys get to the altar on time. Come on, son. Let's go get you married and in this family proper.
Hold still, little light. I'm almost done.
Sorry, Mama. You look nice, Baron. Thanks, Myra. You do too.
You both look wonderful. You're going to make your cousin Keelie's special day so much brighter. All right, all done. It's almost time, so off you go, little ones. And remember, stay together, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
They're both growing up so fast. I know. I want time to slow down. At least a little bit. I spent a century lost in the cold, wishing it away until Vaelen saved me. And now, I spend the days wishing it would stop. I wished away so many waiting for the day you'd come home. We can't stop the moments, sister, but we can treasure them. Every one. You're right. Come, sister. Let's go find our boys before my prince drags Delarian off another surprise adventure. And we thought looking after our children would be the hard part.
The big moment is finally here, Keelie. Your handsome man is waiting. Are you ready?
I don't think I've ever been more ready and more terrified in my life. Jinxie, thank you for being my anchor. You've always been there for me. You aren't just my friend. You're the sister I chose. And that goes for both of us, sister. And Uncle. I look at where I am, at the life I'm about to start with Orrin, and I know none of it would be possible without you. You took on the burden of a scared, lonely child when you didn't have to. You gave me a home, a life, and a family. You taught me that being a dwarf isn't just about the stone we mine or the ale we brew, but the strength we carry in our hearts.
You were never a burden, Keelie. You're the greatest treasure I ever found. Seeing you stand here now, it's the proudest moment of my life.
I love you both so much. Now, let's go before Orrin thinks I've hopped a dragon and flown away.
And there's Uncle Fenry talking right there.
You have built something remarkable, Alaric. It's not just the strength of the kingdom, the peace you've secured, but this family, this legacy you are nurturing.
I look at Vaelen and Kara, and now Keelie about to embark on her own journey. It's hard to believe how much time has passed, but seeing them happy, thriving, that is the true measure of a life.
You've guided them with such wisdom, Alaric, and it shows in everything they do. I foresee much happiness for them. And for you, many children who call you grandfather.
I worry sometimes. The world can be a cruel place, and I want only the best for them.
They carry your strength, Alaric. And look at them. Humans, elves, and dwarves who love each other dearly. Your family is a model for what this kingdom strives to be. Your legacy is secure, Your Majesty, like a great oak with roots reaching deep, branches reaching for the sun. Enjoy this celebration, for you've all earned it many times over.
You are a wise woman, Lady Talia. I value your counsel and your friendship, more than you will ever know.
And I yours, Your Majesty. I am proud to be part of your growing family.
Through the canyons of ice and the dragon-scarred peaks, we wandered where others would fear. When the map lost its way in the blizzard's cold bite, it was your voice I'd strain just to hear. Every scrap of a shield, every notch in a blade was a chapter we wrote in the dark. You didn't
Friends and family, today is a joyous occasion indeed. A day where we gather to celebrate a love that blossomed long ago. Today, we celebrate the long-anticipated marriage of Lady Keelie Goldhammer to Sir Orrin Ironfoot.
the shelter that weathers the fire and cold. From the first spark of
Orrin, will you have this woman, Keelie, to be your wife? To love her, honor, and cherish her all the days of your life?
I will. Forever.
Keelie, will you have this man, Orrin, to be your husband? To love him, honor, and cherish him all the days of your life?
I will. Forever and beyond.
The rings, please. Inasmuch as you, Orrin, and you, Keelie, have made these vows and given these rings,
I declare that you are now husband and wife, forever joined in the eyes of the gods. Orrin, you may kiss your bride.
I love you, wife.
I love you too, husband.
It's about time, cousin.
I love you so much, my hammer.
I've loved you since the first day I saw you.
It's going to be a beautiful day for a picnic. I'm so glad we're getting to spend some time together today. Just us.
Me too. We've been so busy lately. It'll be nice to forget the world and just focus on us for a day.
Come on, handsome. Let's go have lunch. Then we're going for a swim.
Seriously? That water will be ice cold.
Wow, this water is cold. Jinxie, you know this is still spring snow runoff, right?
Oh, come on, Fidget. Where's that legendary weaver's focus? You're digging your heels into the silt like a stubborn ram. It's just water with a bit of leftover winter chill for character.
This isn't character. It's a cryogenic experiment.
Yay!
Oh.
You know, if time came to a stop right now, I wouldn't mind. As long as I'm here with you.
Me either, Jinxie.
Do you really know how much I love you, Fidget?
I do. I see it in your eyes, your smile. I feel it every time you kiss me. I hope you feel mine for you too.
I do. I feel it in everything you do. Every touch. Every time you look at me like I'm something special. Not just some weird little girl who's fascinated with mechanical gadgets and explosives.
Special doesn't describe how I feel about you, Jinxie. You're what makes my heart beat. And it's only happy when I'm with you. The rest of the time, it's just trying to get me back to you.
Sometimes it hurts, you know? I want so badly to be able to tell you how deep it goes, but I just don't have the words.
You don't need them, Sparks. I hear it right now in your voice. And I see it in your eyes, as clear as crystal.
Oh, Fidget. You make me so happy.
Right back at you, Sparks.
Oh. Things I used to think I wanted, they don't matter anymore. All I want now is this, you. I want to wake up in your arms every day and fall asleep in them every night. I want things I never thought about before. I want to take care of you. I want to build a home with you. I want to feel our first child moving and growing inside me.
I guess seeing Keelie and Orrin starting their life together has me in full-blown nesting mode, wanting ours to start too. Is that silly?
No, because I feel the same way. So if it's silly, then it's both of us.
Do we have to wait till fall? I don't think I can stand to wait that long. It hurts to even think about it.
No, Sparks. We don't have to wait. If you're ready, I'm ready too.
Really? Maybe we could change it to a summer wedding.
We're knights and ladies of the realm, Sparks. I think the king would be fine if we told him we wanted to move it to next week. After all, he does seem to enjoy a good wedding celebration.
Yes, he does. Can we really move it up? I'm so ready to be married to you. I don't want to wait any longer than we have to.
You name the day, Sparks. I'm as ready as you are. Maybe even more so.
Fidget, baby, I love you so much.
I love you too, Jinxie. With everything that I am.
Are you sure you're ready for this? You know, gnome women are known to get little ravenous when nature and that mothering instinct comes calling.
And fair warning, I hear her knocking on the door. Loudly. More like she's getting ready to blow it down with some boom juice and solar sulfur.
You told me once that if you had to go out, you wanted to go in a fiery explosion. Well, this is the way I want to go.
Really? Loved to death by your new wife?
If I've got to go, let me go in your arms, Sparks. Just make it a long, tortuous ordeal, okay?
You've got a deal, my handsome, brilliant mage. I promise, I'll make sure it lasts a lifetime.
Keelie and Orrin will be back tomorrow. I can't wait to tell her the news we're moving up our wedding. She's gonna be so excited.
Orrin will be too. He said he's dying to see if I'm gonna be as nervous as he was. Guess he'll get to find out earlier than expected.
Dude,
Do you hear that?
Yeah, I do.
Tell me we didn't just see what I think we just saw.
I swore I'd never lie to you, so I can't.
But those are only legends, Fidget. They don't exist in the real world.
Logic would dictate that's no longer a valid assumption.
We can't be the only ones who saw that. There's going to be a panic.
Which means the king will be summoning the Gemini Council. Which means we need to go. Now.
You're right. Let's go.
Look at them, Vaelen. They're looking up at us as if we can wave a hand and erase the sky. I can feel it blooming through our bond. Just waves of sharp, icy fear. They're terrified of whatever they saw.
They aren't just looking for miracles, Kara. They're looking for hope. Your presence alone is calming them. Just seeing you stand here, bow in hand and ready, is doing more to quiet the panic than a battalion of the royal garrison ever could.
It feels like a heavy mantle today, because down there, they think we have all the answers. They think we know exactly what casts that massive shadow. Vaelen, what if they're right? What if what everyone claims to have seen is exactly what we fear? A dragon. A real, living ancient force, right over our heads.
If it is real, then the history books didn't lie. It means the world is cracking open, and the old powers are waking up. For what reason, I can't say. But I feel the weight of it too, Kara. A phantom wind under massive wings. I can almost taste the ozone and ash it left behind. But remember what we've told the Council. We're the guardians of this realm. If a dragon has come to Vaelora, it will find that the realm isn't undefended. We are the kingdom's vanguard. Whatever is coming out of the sky, we face it together.
Together. Always. Let them see you a bit longer. Talia should be arriving soon, and your father is waiting. I'll go see if Jinxie and Fidget have arrived. We'll meet you in your father's council chambers. The air outside is thick enough to choke on. It isn't smoke or ash, it's pure terror. I pass the barracks on my way up. Even the young recruits are sweating through their leather coats, looking for an enemy they don't know how to fight.
I know. The panic is spreading faster than the shadow did. That is why I asked Vaelen and Kara to take their places on the stone terrace. I told them to let the city see them. To let their Gemini soul burn bright where everyone can look up and find it. And it appears to be working. A captain just brought word that the lower plaza calmed down the moment they stepped onto the terrace. Our people don't know for certain what walked across the sun today, but at least they know their protectors are watching over them.
A welcome, but temporary dam against a roaring river, Your Majesty. The Gemini soul is a magnificent shield, but we are talking about a dragon. A creature from the dawn of Vaelora. Since the First Age, we've all thought of them as a historical fantasy, something distant, safely locked behind the bars of time. But if a real, living dragon is circling our spires, the bars are gone. How do we even begin to calculate a defense against a force of nature? If that creature returns, and if its intent is aggressive, our stone walls will be nothing but kindling. My weavers can spin defensive wards, yes, but we have never woven a net strong enough to catch a hurricane.
I am well aware, Talia.
That is what keeps my hand trembling on my sword hilt, High Weaver. A kingdom can survive an army. We can outthink generals, we can fortify gates, and we can bleed our knights on the field. But a dragon, it doesn't fight a war. It simply changes the landscape.
If it decides to burn Solis Vara to the bedrock, we aren't looking at a battle. We are looking at an extinction. We need to know what it wants. Is it a harbinger of the Hollow King? Or is it simply a beast awakened by unknown forces? We cannot afford a single misstep, Lady Talia. If we strike out of fear and attack an ally, we doom ourselves. If we hesitate out of caution against an enemy, we burn.
Then we wait for the rest of the council. We need our gnomes, the two whose logic can help us strip the fear from the facts. And let us pray their sharp minds can help give us an advantage, Your Majesty. Because right now, our defenses feel very small.
Look at them. They're terrified.
All the more reason to hurry.
Princess Kara! Thank goodness you're here! We were hoping you would be.
I'm just as relieved to see you two, Jinxie. The streets are a mess of rumors right now. People are claiming to have seen all kinds of things. Vaelen and his father are in the council chamber now, trying to sort it all out.
We saw it too, my lady. That's why we rushed to get back here. We assumed the Gemini Council would be meeting.
I'm so glad you did. At times like this, the kingdom needs more than rumors and swords. It needs facts. And that's why we chose you two for the council.
We need the clarity of minds that don't bend to hysteria. You two are the brightest, most logical souls in Vaelora.
I know that whatever you tell us won't be colored by fright, but by what actually happened.
Come. Talia should have arrived by now. Let's join the others and see if we can make sense of all this.
Vaelen, tell me of the streets. What is the tone of our people's nerves?
They are calmer, Father. The panic hasn't vanished completely, but Kara's presence seems to have quelled much of the panic. Still nervous, obviously, but that's to be expected.
It is no secret the people adore her, Vaelen. They always have. But have you noticed how that adoration has shifted? It has deepened, especially since she became a mother to your little Myra.
I know. I feel it too. Even I feel safer and more at ease when that part of her takes over.
There is a protective, fierce maternal instinct that flows into everything Kara does now. It guides her hand on the bowstring, and it shapes the way she looks at the kingdom. When she stands on those battlements, she isn't just a warrior defending a fortress. She is a mother protecting her household. The people can feel that. They don't just see a princess anymore. They'd see a fierce guardian who will burn the sky itself before she lets anything harm the children of Vaelora.
A mother's devotion, and a protector who commands an ethereal archer. A terrifying combination for any dragon that thinks our skies are empty. Let us pray that shield holds while we find our answers.
They should be expecting us.
Father, they're here.
Jinxie, Fidget. The kingdom owes you a debt for your swift return. The rumors in the city are wild and formless. Please, catch your breath and tell us exactly what your sharp eyes saw.
We were walking back from our secluded spot by the river, Your Majesty. Just passing through the golden wheat fields of the Outer Valley.
It was a perfectly clear afternoon, and then we heard wings. Huge ones. There was a strong wind and the sky it grew entirely dark, like twilight. It was a massive, suffocating shadow that rushed across the ground faster than a galloping horse. The air didn't just move, it vibrated. It was a hot, heavy gale that nearly blew us flat into the dirt, smelling of burnt coals and ash.
My mind tried to reject it at first, Your Majesty, but the form of the creature was unmistakable. It was a dragon, but unlike any historical text I've studied in the Weaver's archives.
Its wingspan was colossal. vast, leathery membranes that blotted out the sun when it banked over the valley. The sound of its wings beating was like the snapping of heavy sails in a storm.
This sort of clarity is why we rely on you two so heavily. Can you describe its appearance, Fidget? Its markings?
It was magnificent and terrifying all at once, my lady. Its scales were thick and overlapping, shimmering with a dual coloration like polished obsidian and deep iridescent emerald. They caught the sunlight like fractured glass. A great rolling cloud of grey smoke spinder followed in its wake, trailing from its maw and nostrils, as if it were a living furnace.
I know it saw us, but it didn't move to strike, and it didn't descend toward the outer villages. It was navigating.
She's right. Its flight path toward the city spires was too deliberate, too calculating to be the erratic behavior of a wild beast.
There can no longer be any doubt as to what it was, a dragon. A master of the sky scouting our defenses. Or it was looking for something.
10 years ago, we watched a fable breathe its first breath. The old legend said the Gemini soul would return when the kingdom was on the precipice of ruin. And it did, through you, Vaelen, and you, Kara. And now, it seems the gods have decided one resurrected legend isn't enough.
It seems the ancient Sky Lords have come to claim their share of the world.
The question is, why? And why now?
With the details Jinxie and Fidget have given us. The obsidian scales, the furnace cloud, the deliberate scouting, there is no longer any room for doubt. It wasn't a trick of the mist, or a phantom of the void. A very real dragon is navigating our skies. I just wish the table were full, my love. I miss Keelie and Orrin's presence right now. Our Gemini council feels fractured with the two of them away. Keelie's stubborn dwarven practicality and Orrin's steadfast presence. We need their grounding right now, of all times.
Agreed. For two small dwarves, their absence leaves a very big hole.
Look at them, Orrin. I've seen this look on miners right before a cave-in. Everyone is on edge.
And can you blame them? I'm trying to look composed for the sake of the garrison, but if I'm being honest, I'm just as nervous as they are. A shadow that turns noon into twilight isn't something you just shake off.
I'm sure Vaelen, Kara, and the others are trying to sort it out now. We need to hurry. We're here. What did we miss?
Keelie! Orrin!
Why am I not surprised?
What in the world are you doing here? You're supposed to be leagues away.
We saw the shadow too. We couldn't stay hidden away while our family faced whatever was coming out of the clouds.
I know with Jinxie and Fidget here, you already know a lot. What can you tell us?
Much. Come. We'll bring you up to speed on what we know so far.
Keelie, I'm more grateful to see you I can say, but my heart aches for you. You're supposed to be on your honeymoon.
Orrin and I have the rest of our lives together, cousin. We couldn't leave you to face whatever this is alone. You're our family. We love you.
We love you too. And I promise, as soon as this is over, I will personally send you and Orrin to the most beautiful shores in the kingdom. With a royal honor guard to make certain no one disturbs you.
Your Majesty, Captain Harmon just sent word. You have a visitor requesting an audience with you and your council. He claims it is in regard to the events of today.
Thank you, Cedric. See him in. Have the captain post a guard inconspicuously.
The surprises keep coming today.
One would think a dragon would be enough for one day. Come, my children. It appears we're needed in the throne room. The day's not over yet.
So, An obsidian-scaled dragon scouts the spires of the city, disappears, and now a random visitor arrives to meet with us? The gears in my head say this can't be chance.
I'm inclined to agree with you, Jinxie.
A beast that size doesn't just wander out of the mountains for a casual flight over a capital city. If this visitor arrived right after it passed, he's either running from it, or he knows something.
An emissary for a dragon?
Sounds like an old bard's tale, love. But out there on that northern road, when we came back, the wind felt different. It smelled of ash. If this traveler has information on how to track or deter a beast of that magnitude, we need to listen.
I agree. We need more data to make sense of all of this. For centuries, we assumed dragons were either extinct or never really existed. If he knows anything, his knowledge isn't just valuable, it's the only variable that matters right now.
Well, let's get you the data you need, Master Mage. I always feel better when you know everything you need to know. By the way, I like the new staff you and Jinxie built. With all those gadgets, I'm sure there's a bomb in there somewhere, right?
Bombs? No.
Detonators? Yes.
Your Majesty, may I present your guest? He simply refers to himself as the Traveler.
That's no man.
Good King, esteemed council, I must beg your humblest forgiveness for the untimeliness of my arrival and for the deep suffocating terror my passage has cast over your beautiful city today.
Fidget, the scales on his face.
Same shape, same color.
Welcome, traveler. But are you implying that the beast that darkened our skies today is your mount?
No, good king. For I am the beast. My name is Aurelion. I am the last of my flight.
We must be cautious.
You are as wise as you are fair, Princess. But I give you my word of honor. Neither you, nor any under your protection, need fear me. It was never my intention to send your people fleeing into their homes, nor to force your brave garrison to point their ballistae at the heavens.
We are pleased to hear that, Aurelion.
I deeply regret the fear my form may have caused, Your Majesty. But it was necessary. I would have chosen any other path were it available to me.
So, you are a dragon in human form?
Yes, fair princess. My kind walked among you for centuries in the past. I sailed the wind current today, not as aggressiver, but because the storm that pursues me leaves no time for the slow steps of a mortal journey.
We receive those who come as friends in like fashion, Aurelion. You are welcome in our halls. But you say a storm pursues you. What storm, if I may ask? One that threatens us all, Your Majesty. For we share a common enemy. One whose darkness threats to swallow the world again.
A common enemy? You mean the Hollow King?
You are perceptive and wise, fair lady. And I have come to help you hold up the sky, not to burn it down. The chains that bind the Hollow King are fracturing, and I have come to seek your aid, and to offer my strength to the Gemini soul, the only forces left capable of keeping him there.
You speak of the Hollow King, Aurelion, and of the chains breaking. We need to know more. What chains, and why are they failing?
I'm sure you remember the mage who were lost during the Great War, in the battle that overthrew the Hollow King.
Yes. History records that many of our strongest mages were lost that day.
History is often written by those who survive to look upon the battlefield, young weaver, but it rarely captures the true sacrifice of the vanguard. The ancient texts do not lie about the end of the war, but they misunderstand the nature of their departure. The dragon mages who held the line over a century ago, they were my brothers and sisters, my kin.
The ones who died. They were your kin.
Yes. Brothers and sisters I soared with since the dawning of the First Age.
How did you survive if the rest of your flight was lost?
They did not fall, Princess. They leaped.
When the Hollow King tore the sky apart, we realized that no mortal weapon and no earthly magic could truly destroy him. He was a cancer on existence itself.
The only way to save Vaelora was to isolate him, to build a cage so absolute that even his whispers could not escape. But a prison of that magnitude required anchors made of living, eternal magic.
My kin did not die bleeding on the battlefield. They went willing. One by one, they shed their physical forms and flew straight into the horrific maw of the void. They transformed their own life forces, their own eternal souls, into the literal chains and seals that confine the Hollow King in that dark abyss. They chose a perpetual twilight, a living imprisonment in the vacuum, so that your ancestors and now you could look upon a blue sky.
They became the chains themselves.
And now those chains are breaking, because the weight of a century is wearing them down.
Yes. My brothers and sisters are tiring, Princess. The Hollow King scratches at the chains and the friction is tearing at their souls. I am the last one left on this side of the veil, left behind to watch for the day the Gemini soul would awaken again. I have come because my kin cannot hold the door alone anymore. The final battle didn't end 100 years ago. It is about to begin.
How's she sleeping, my love?
Fine. Not a care in the world. Much better than we will, I'm sure.
Come now, beloved. Don't despair. You know the only thing I can't bear, tears on your face that aren't brought about by joy or happiness.
I know. And I'm sorry, my love. The mantle we carry, it just feels so heavy tonight. I kept thinking of her while Aurelian was speaking, Vaelen. Every time he talked the void, or the seals cracking, or the ancient dark, all I could see was her face.
She's only just beginning to learn the shape of this world. It isn't fair that the shadows are already reaching for her cradle.
I know. I feel it too. It's the weight of the legacy we've carried since before she was born. But looking at her now, it changes everything, doesn't it? Before, we fought to save the realm because it was our duty as its protectors. Now, I would tear the sky apart myself, just to make sure she gets to grow up in the light.
I'm terrified, Vaelen. For the first time in my life, I feel a fear that my arrows can't answer. Aurelian's kin sacrificed their souls to build that prison. If that is the price the universe demands to keep the Hollow King in the dark, what will it ask of us? What if it asks us to leave her behind?
We are the Gemini soul, Kara. We don't face the dark the way the ancient mages did, alone, one by one, throwing themselves into the abyss. We have each other. We have the archer, and we have our family. Talia, Keelie and Orrin, Jinxie and Fidget. Whatever this unknown task is that awaits us in the morning, we're going to find another option. A better way. A way that seals him in the darkness for eternity. I have never broken a promise to you, Kara. And I promise you now, we will find a way, together. No one will take our daughter from us, or us from her.
You always know exactly what to say to make me feel better. My brave, beautiful lion.
Together, then. Just as we do everything.
As we always have. For our daughter.
For them.
Let the morning come, Vaelen. We'll be ready for it. But tonight, let me get lost in you. Take me to bed, Vaelen. Make me forget all of this in the warmth of your arms. Just as you always do. Just for tonight. I love you so deeply, my lion. From that first night in that cabin, all you've ever given me is love, hope, and joy. You've given me a beautiful, precious daughter. Let me spend this night giving you back what you've given me.
I love you more than life, Kara. And I'll love you even more tomorrow.
I ran these numbers over in my head all night. No wonder the math never worked, but the variable of dragons makes the whole equation make sense now.
I know. You tossed and turned all through the wee hours. But at least I had your full attention for the first part of the night.
Trust me, Sparks. There's not a moment you don't ever have my full attention. Even when my mind is working overtime.
I'd like you to look this over if you would, Talia. I'm sending this to Thrum and Ironfoot and to Lord Eldris of the Sylvan Elves today with all speed. I feel it's prudent to advise them of the situation, to prepare ourselves for any eventuality. Would you agree?
Absolutely, Your Majesty. It is far better to be prepared than to be surprised. A bit stiff this morning, my love.
Just a bit. I must have slept wrong.
I don't think sleeping had anything to do with it.
Well, you two look chipper and ready to take on the world this morning.
You too, Keelie. All rested and ready to face the challenge at hand?
Ready to face the challenge, absolutely.
Rested? Questionable. Okay. So I know you two well enough. You've already got most of this figured out.
Well, not all of it. But a good bit of it makes more sense now than it did before. It never added up that the mages were able to send the Hollow King back to the Void, at least not in my mind. But now knowing about Aurilin's kin and what they did... Come, let me tell you what I figured out so far.
So, how was your night?
Lively. How about yours?
Same. With everything that's going on, it just makes me want to hold on to him even tighter.
I know. Me too. But we'll get through this, Jinxie. Together.
By the way, I want details. I heard happy rumors that I hope are true. About someone moving their wedding date up? Oh yes, very true. I've been dying to tell you. I can't wait till fall, Keelie. I just can't. Fidget says he's ready too.
I'm surprised you've made it this long.
And I'm so happy for you, Jinxie. I promise we're gonna start planning as soon as this is over.
It's funny, isn't it? Things like this. It truly makes you realize what really matters. How much you love them.
It does. How did we both get so lucky? To find two men who love us as much as they do? Who've loved us since we were barely teenagers? I don't know, Jinxie. But I'm so glad we did.
I know you can sense things others can't, Talia. How are they all doing? Truly?
Just fine, Alaric. Last night was good for all of them. There's a lot of love in this room right now. They all have something worth fighting for. And that bodes well for all of us.
Alarion, last night you told us the battle is about to begin. I know you said the chains forged by your kin are failing.
We want to help you. But how can we replace those chains, freeing your kin, without releasing the Hollow King onto the world?
There is another way, young prince. But it is not without peril of its own. You are familiar, no doubt, with the Signet, the one found by your godfather 10 years ago.
All too familiar, Aurelion. We keep it secured in the castle vault under constant heavy guard. It echoes with his dark energy.
Even across the void. That is because it is not of this world, High Weaver. You must understand the true nature of these artifacts, brave council. Like the Hollow King himself, the signets are not native to Vaelora.
When he first tore through the fabric of existence a century ago, he did not come merely as a spirit. He brought 4 signets with him from the dark spaces between the stars.
They were his physical anchors. Powerful reservoirs of elemental force, designed to tether his cosmic malice to our physical reality. When my kin drug him back, the anchors remained behind, scattered and hidden in the deepest, most ancient corners of the realm. One for each pillar of creation: fire, earth, water, and air. I know the locations of each vault. I have watched them sleep for over a century. Save for the one unearthed by the Dark Mage you defeated a decade ago, and in your position.
If they are his anchors, Aurelion, if they are forged from the architecture of the Void, how can we possibly use them to build a cage? Wouldn't channeling our magic through them simply invite his corruption back into our world?
A master's question, young mage. And that brings us to the dark core of his design. Like his generals, the Hollow King must have a mortal vessel, a dark spirit, to assume the center of the ritual circle when the anchors are brought together. If a soul of shadow stands at the convergence, the signets activate as a doorway, allowing him to step through. He would be permanently, flawlessly anchored to our world through that mortal body, and Vaelora would become an extension of the abyss. But the doorway reverses if the light stands at the center. If the Gemini soul, the absolute, unified manifestation of Vaelora's life force, holds the focal point, the polarity of the anchors shifts. Your union weaponizes his own architecture against him. Where he designed a doorway, you forge a lock. The convergence then becomes the ultimate trap, using the very power he brought into our world to forever bind the Hollow King in the absolute, crushing darkness of the Void.
Of course. At the moment the doorway opens, if Vaelen and Kara cast the signets through, they would instantly be drawn to him.
Yes, High Weaver. Malice of that magnitude is more powerful than any magnet.
The equation balances itself perfectly. The moment they latch hold of the Hollow King, your brothers and sisters would instantly be freed and thrown back through the gate, displaced by the opposite power of the signets themselves.
Yes, young master. You are wise beyond your years indeed. They would be freed at last from the darkness and torture they have endured for over a century, and our world would forever be freed from the Hollow King's shadow.
We know the value of family all too well. And yours has endured more than enough, Aurelion. No matter the danger, Vaelen, how could we ever say no to the chance of freeing those brave souls who sacrificed so much?
We can't, my love. And we won't.
Aurelion, you say you know where the remaining 3 signets rest.
I do, fair princess. The Signet of Air, of course, is already in your possession. The Signet of Fire rests in the Obsidian Caldera, a volatile volcanic wasteland to the west. The Signet of Earth in the dark caverns, underneath the ancient mines of the northernmost iron peaks. And the Signet of Water off the eastern coast of the Sunless Sea, in the sun citadel of Murvara.
But time grows short, my friends. My kin are fading quickly. We have little time to retrieve the remaining Sinnets.
Logic would dictate that in a situation like this, given the shortness of time, that our best chance is to divide and conquer. But there's the question of distance. The locations you've mentioned are leagues away. How do we get there and back in time?
I believe I can help you in that regard, young master. When we are ready.
Fidget's right. We need to split up. The Iron Peaks are our childhood home. Orrin and I know those crumbling tunnels better than any map Aurelion can draw. We can retrieve the signet from the old abandoned mine tunnels.
No, Keelie. It's too dangerous. Vaelen and I will do this. I don't want to risk any of you.
We aren't the fragile teenagers you met 10 years ago, cousin. We're your family. The corners of your council. And we want to help.
Keelie's right, my lady. Fidget and I, we can get the signet from the caldera.
Listen to them, cousin. Your instinct is to protect us, to protect the whole realm, because that's what you do. But a shield isn't just one solid piece of iron. It's made of separate rings forged to hold together under a blow. Let us do our part. Let us help you.
I know you're all right. But it tears at my heart to think of sending any of you out on your own into danger.
What makes you think they'll be alone? Jaren and I will be tagging along. I'll look after my two. And I'll look after the two little troublemakers. I've always considered them mine. And I still remember how to swing an axe, though it's been a while.
Troublemakers? Jaren, you old ale-peddling stone leech. I ought to...
Easy, Sparks. I think he was jesting.
What are you two doing here? And how do you even know what we're talking about?
How do you think? I know you too well, daughter. It's not the first time I've called on Vaelen's godfather when we needed help. And I doubt it will be the last.
They are right, my love. They are the council. We didn't choose them just to be our advisors. We chose them because they are the strongest souls Vaelora has to offer.
You are the most stubborn, reckless, beautiful lunatics in this entire kingdom. And we love you all more than I can say.
Fine. We split up. But I swear by the light, every single one of you better come back to this chamber alive.
We have your new honeymoon, Keelie, and Jinxie's wedding to celebrate. I want to dance and drink to wild border and tavern music with both of you. And don't you dare disappoint me.
You have our word, cousin. We promise. On our honor.
Kara and I will retrieve the signet from the temple in Mervara. What then, Aurelion? And how do we find them?
With these.
The gems in these pendants are made of draconite firestone. Each one is enchanted, tuned to the energy of a specific signet. They will glow as you get closer to the vault you are searching for.
Once you have them, there is a place in my homeland. An island off the coast concealed by a perpetual mist. My brothers and sisters placed the mist there before the Great War to ensure I would remain hidden whilst I awaited your return.
Your High Weaver and I will prepare the site in the ancient temple of my flight. The ley energy there is powerful. And we will be far enough away from your homeland that should something go awry, at least your people will have enough time to seek shelter. I am alerting King Ironfoot and Lord Eldris of the Sylvan Elves. Together, we will see to the security of the kingdom in your absence. And I've already sent word to your dear sister. She and her family will arrive at dusk this evening. She and I shall look after my granddaughter, to see that she does not worry,
and assure her that her mother and father will return to her shortly.
And perhaps I'll spoil her a bit while I have her.
More than you already do. Thank you, Father. That means so much to me and Vaelen. You know us better than we know ourselves.
For hundreds of years, my people walked among you in secret. Brave counsel. May this day mark the beginning of a new age, when we will walk together openly.
Very well. Then we are decided.
Gather what you need, and may the light go with all of you, dear family. We'll meet in the courtyard in an hour. Okay, so I think we've got everything we need.
I hope so. I don't think we can cram anything else into these packs.
Are you sure we need all of this?
Hey, I only packed the essentials, my love.
Come in.
I see the upcoming threat hasn't done anything to cure the two of you of your terminal clutter.
We actually tidied up a bit last night, my lady.
I half expected to find you packing a prototype cannon in your bedroll, Jinxie.
No cannons, my lady. Just a few highly compressed multi-stage liquid nitrogen boomers. You know, light travel essentials for a casual stroll into a molten caldera. Just in case we need to cool something down quickly.
I never doubted you two were the perfect choice for this particular quest. But tell me, truly, are you two ready for this? The Collider isn't a training ground. It's a shifting, unstable furnace, and the magic protecting that signet will test every ounce of your focus.
We are ready, Lady Talia. I've spent the morning mapping the thermal fluctuations of the region, and Jinxie's countermeasures are structurally sound. We know the risks, but we also know the math. We won't let the Council down.
I know you won't. I have watched you every day for the last 10 years, Fidget. When I first took you on as my apprentice, you were a brilliant lad, yes, but your magic was frantic.
Driven by a desperate need to find order in a world that had fallen apart. Now I look at you, and I see a master mage. Your progress has been nothing short of magnificent.
Thank you, Master. Everything I am, I owe to your patience and your training, and I am eternally grateful. You made my dream come true.
Which is why what I am about to say next should come as no surprise to either of you. When this storm is pushed back, when the Hollow King is permanently sealed and Vaelora is finally, truly at peace, I am going to step down, Fidget. I am ready to retire.
Retire? But, Lady Talia, you are the anchor of the Weavers Guild. The kingdom relies on your vision to guide the magical arts. The guild cannot function without its High Weaver.
The guild cannot function without a leader, Fidget.
But it does not need me forever. I'm tired, my friends. My bones are growing heavy, and my spirit has carried the weight of this realm through well over a century of shadow. It's time for a new dawn for me, and the kingdom. I'd like to spend my remaining years enjoying the time I have left.
Seeing all of you happy, with someone special to share your life. Perhaps I might even find that for myself after all these years.
And I intend you to replace me, Fidget, as the next High Weaver.
Me? My lady, I am a scientist, a scholar. I look at through equations and geometry. I don't know how to lead a realm, a guild, let alone advise a king.
Fidget, she's done more than any one person should ever have to. And she's right. Look at yourself. You're not the scared boy Keelie brought home to me that night so long ago. The boy I fell in love with. I see the brilliant man you've become. And my love for you has grown as much as your abilities. You're not just a powerful mage who reads the weft like a book. You care about the people who live inside it.
Listen to your wife-to-be, Fidget. She sees you as you truly are.
And true leadership isn't about having an ancient title. It's about having the clarity to see the path when everyone else is blinded by fear. You possess that clarity and a heart that sees what is best for everyone. This quest for the Signet of Fire isn't just a mission to save the realm. It's your final trial. Go to the Caldera, retrieve the anchor, and prove to yourself what I have known for a decade.
Your confidence honors me more than I can say, my lady. And I could never replace you, Lady Talia. I could only ever succeed you.
Bring the fire back, Master Fidget. Free those dragons. Your guild is waiting for you.
Don't cry, Jinxie. I'm just retiring. I'm not leaving.
You better not.
I love you too.
How's Maya?
She's fine, my love. I left her playing in the courtyard with your father. I'm sure she'll be spoiled rotted by the time we return.
It's been a while since I've seen you dressed like this. You look terrifying.
What an absolutely charming thing to say. I must say, you look rather fearsome yourself, my lion. I'm taken back to when we first met in that tavern. That ceremonial armor is fine for the council chamber, but if you and I are going to be headed off into the real world, I need armor that I can move in. Armor that works, not something that's pretty to look at.
Well, for what it's worth, it's still pretty to look at. Because you're wearing it.
Careful, my lion. Flattery will get you everywhere.
And then you'll have to help me put all of this back on again.
Besides, it's warm on the southern coast. There's always the campfire later tonight. Under the stars? We might as well enjoy this trip after all,
I love the way you think, my love.
Looking at you, dressed in all that leather? I'm having a hard time thinking anything else.
Well, Aurelian, it seems Kara and I have a need to get to the southern coast. With all speed.
In the council chambers, you said you had a way for us to travel these distances quickly. Pardon my impatience, but now seems a good time to inquire as to how exactly?
I do, Princess. In the ages before the world forgot the dawn, the sky did not belong only to the clouds and shadow. It belonged to the swift.
Look at it, Vaelen. It's magnificent. I've heard the old fables of the high-altitude hunters, but I never imagined anything like this. Or that they were even real.
They are real, Princess. The storm weavers of the hidden islands, my ancestral home. When you speak of distance, Prince Vaelen, these wings do not calculate leagues, they calculate currents. They will carry you above the clouds, faster than any storm can roll across the valley. But you must understand something about the storm weavers. They are not beasts of burden to be commanded by a whip or a bridle. They possess a fierce intelligence. They choose their riders, matching the frequency of their own souls to the heart of the ones who sit in the saddle. And once that bond is struck, it is for life. And they will defend yours to the end, even at the cost of their own.
King.
She recognized the light within you, Princess. These creatures are my gift to the Gemini Council for your assistance in freeing my kin. They will be your wings in the dark and your shields in the sky. Your journey is the farthest of all. You should be on your way, your majesties. Worry not. She knows where you want to go. I shall see that the rest of your council is sent on their journeys safely. I give you my word of honor.
Thank you, Aurelian. We'll see you at your temple soon.
Safe journey, protectors. May the Great Mother watch over you.
Would you look at that?
Well, that's not something you see every day.
Orrin, I want one. For a wedding gift. The big red one.
I figured.
Fidget? Baby?
I know. The green one.
Brave council. Your transportation awaits.
They're magnificent, Aurelian.
They are my gift to you, young master. They will bear you quickly across the skies to your destinations.
So, what do they eat? Sheep? People?
No, Master Orrin. They are particularly fond of fish. Your prince and princess departed a short time ago. As I told them, these creatures are fiercely loyal. They know where you want to go and will defend you to the death if necessary. When you have your signets, they will bring you to the temple on my island. I shall see that your dwarven companions follow close behind you. Afterwards, I shall bear your High Weaver to the island myself to await your arrival.
Thank you, Aurelian. We won't let you down.
Come, my ladies. Allow an old dragon the rare pleasure of introducing you to your new companions.
What have we gotten ourselves into, Fidget?
I believe they call it marriage.
You two be careful. I know you're a powerful mage, but don't forget to rely on Jinxie's instincts. She'll take care of you.
You too. See you on the island, my friend.
My friends, I know that this meeting was very short notice. Thank you both for your willingness not only to attend, but for your swift arrival.
Of course, Alaric. For 5 centuries we have stood together in peace. When one of us calls, we answer. I'm sure you both remember my High Weaver and Chief Advisor, Lady Taria Winterwind.
Aye. As radiant as ever, my lady. But I'm curious, Alaric. What urgent business weren't such a prompt and urgent meeting? As always, you arrive at your point swiftly, Thrummond. I'm sure you're both familiar with the shadow that darkened our lands a day ago. Of course. I sense that your people are as unsettled as my own when I entered your city. What have you learned, my friend? The shadow that crossed our sun yesterday was not a passing storm. It was indeed what we suspected, a dragon. The last of his kind, it seems.
The last of his kind? Alrek, you have spoken with it?
Him, Lord Eldris, yes. And it seems that he and his kin have been quietly involved with the safety of our peoples for longer than we could have imagined.
In short, his kin were the mages assumed lost in the Great War, a century ago, when the Hollow King was sent back to the Void. And those willing souls are what has bound him there all these years. But those brave souls are fading, and their loss threatens to release the Hollow King's evil back onto our world.
This is dark news indeed, Alaric. Why did he come to you? And if what you say is true, what can be done about it?
Aurelian, as he is called, sought out Vaelen and Kara. He has offered a solution, one that, with his help, could remove the threat of the Hollow King from our world forever. I have sent Vaelen, Kara, and their council, including your own blood Thrummon, to retrieve the 3 remaining elemental signets he says we need. We have the one, recovered from the Dark Mage Malachor 10 years ago. When combined with it, and with the power of the Gemini soul, Aurelian believes we can reforge the chains his kin have held for so long. Not only freeing them, but permanently binding the king in the darkness forever.
And what say you, Lady Talia? Can this Aurelian be trusted? And will this plan work?
Orlean's logic is sound, and he is a dragon, good king, the last Sky Lord of old.
Had he wished to, he could have burned our kingdom to ash and then come for you. As for me, I am convinced enough that his intentions are sincere.
I sense no deception in him. Only a fierce desire for peace, and a deep sorrow for his kin who have suffered for so long.
To think they went willingly into that darkness. What kind of people would we be if we didn't at least try?
My sentiments exactly. You never cease to amaze me, Thrummon. Dwarves are so well known for their fabled brashness and penchant for anger. Yet I have never seen either from you or your people. We believe this plan will work. But with all things, nothing is guaranteed. We felt it wise to inform both of you, so that, should something go awry, we can stand together as a unified front. They will not fail. They have split into 3 teams, flying with all haste on the wings of Aurelian's Stormweavers. But their absence leaves Aethelgard vulnerable. I asked you here today not to hunt the Cynnets, but to help me hold the gates. I need the iron of the mountains and the bows of the forests to turn this city and our lands into an unbreakable fortress. None of us stand alone, Alaric. The Sylvan Elves remember the first Sunder. We remember the cost of the Hollow King's whispers. I shall rally the Wardens of Verdanth, Kara's old regiment. By nightfall, 300 of our finest marksmen will line the high spires of your citadel. The forests stand with Aethelgard.
Aye. And the Ironfoot clan doesn't leave its allies to fight up alone. My nephew is out there holding the sky, which means his uncle is going to make sure he has a home to come back to. I'll signal the mountain garrisons. 5 regiments of heavy shield bearers will march through the lower passes tonight. We'll fortify your lower plazas with cold dwarven steel. Only Eldris's arrows will be able to fly over the wall we create.
Thank you, my brothers. Your loyalty will be the bedrock of our survival. Let us pray that having your finest warriors here will only hasten the celebration that follows our victory. When we celebrate the Hollow King's defeat, once and for all, together.
Are you all right, Talia? You're trembling.
Not trembling from fear, Alaric, from finality. I was just realizing this is the last time I will ever stand at this railing as High Weaver.
When Orlean and I take flight today, it will be my final mission. I've already told Fidget.
When this storm ends, and the Hollow King is locked away forever, I am stepping down. I am handing the Weavers' Guild to him.
Fidget is a good lad. He has your clarity. You've trained him well. And he has Jinxie to look after him. He'll make a fine High Weaver. You've given over a century of your life to the security of this realm, Talia. You've earned the right to look at a sunset without wondering what new danger will come tomorrow.
I'm sure that Vaelen and Kara will be thrilled to have him.
Alaric. What?
It seems the old guards are sharing the same thoughts today. Because when this is over, Talia, I am handing the crown to Vaelen and Kara. I am stepping off the dais for good.
But, Alaric, you are Aethelgard. The people look to you as the bedrock of their safety.
They needed a wartime king, and I did my duty. But those days have passed. But the new world that is coming, a world where dragons fly peacefully over our villages, and the elements are in perfect balance, that belongs to them. It's time for the father to rest, and let the children lead.
It seems that change truly is inevitable, Alaric. There was a time that I lived for these moments, when the kingdom hung in the balance. Now, I just want to see it quiet.
I find myself longing for when this is over. I want to watch Fidget and Jinxie start their life together, watch them dance into the night. I might even want to dance with them.
I'd love to see that.
Let's finish this final trial. Let's give them the peaceful world they deserve. And then we'll find out what it's like to just watch them all be happy. And perhaps find some happiness for ourselves.
At least we know we won't be wandering around lost. Alone.
Perhaps we can even share an ale at Jinxie's wedding? Bore the rest of them with the stories old people tell?
I would enjoy that, Alaric. I would enjoy that very much.
Bring an end to this, Talia. And come home to a future where we no longer have to wait for the next shadow on the horizon.
I will. I promise.
People of Aethelgard! A century ago, our ancestors bled upon the ash of the Great War to push back the suffocating shadow of the Hollow King.
For 100 years, we have lived in the fragile peace they brought us, looking up at the sky with a lingering fear of the dark. The shadow that passed over us a day hence once again reminded us of that darkness. But this time, the shadow does not bring fear, it brings hope.
For many years, we assumed that we alone, elves, dwarves, and humans, held the line against the Hollow King in the Great War.
But we have learnt that we did not. There were others on that day who gave more than we could have imagined, so that we could live in peace. This is Aurelion, the last of the dragon mages. It was his kin, his brothers and sisters, that gave their souls to bind the Hollow King in the darkness of the void. He has come to us for help. And the free peoples of Vaelora will answer.
We are no longer a realm waiting helplessly for the darkness to return. This time, we take the fight to the Hollow King himself.
Even as I speak, your prince and princess, the Gemini soul, Kara and Vaelen, and their brave council, are flying to the corners of the world on a mission of unprecedented hope. They do not seek to merely keep the darkness at bay. They go to forge an unbreakable trap that will lock the Hollow King in the void forever. Do not look upon the heavens with fear today, Aethelgard. Look upon them with hope. Hope for a new world, where Orleans' kind will walk among us in unity. Let us celebrate this day as the day when we pay back the debt we owe to those who asked for nothing, but gave everything that we may stand here in peace.
As your High Weaver, the safety of this kingdom has been my utmost concern for most of my life. Aurelion and I go now to ensure that safety endures. Not just for today, but for your children and theirs. Be hopeful, Aethelgard, and look after each other. Stand together. Until we, your prince and princess and their council return.
From me.
Yes.
Your king and your High Weaver speak wisely to you of hope, good people.
Now, look upon my true form, not with fear, but with that hope.
For I stand among you not as a foe, but as a friend. Together, we shall build a world free of the Hollow King's darkness, forever.
Oh, wow.
Claim the skies, Talia. One last ride.
Hail Talia, our High Weaver! Dragon Rider!
God's thunder. Well, as my nephew is fond of saying, Eldris. That's not something you see every day.
No, Thrummond. It certainly is not.
You summoned me, my lord.
Yes, Crag. It seems that the time I have awaited for so long has finally arrived.
The path to my ascension is finally open. But the children of the court seek to block the doorway.
The same troublesome children, it seems, who did this to me 10 years ago.
Even now, two of them. The Prince Orrin and his fiery little bride are flying toward the Iron Peaks.
The Ironfoot Prince. Crag remembers the deep tunnels. The dwarves drove my pack into the dark. We break them?
You will do more than break them, Crag. They ride to open the undervaults. They seek the signet of Earth, the very anchor my master brought into this world, to bleed it dry.
They possess the tools to bypass the ancient elemental traps. Tools we do not have. You will let them do the work for us. Descend into the deepest,
abandoned mines beneath the peaks. Gather your shadow pack and wait in the absolute dark.
Let the prince and the girl find their prize. But the moment the signet is unearthed, when they are exhausted and celebrating their petty victory, you will strike.
Make that vault their tomb, and bring me that signet. They say revenge is a dish best brewed slowly, Crag, and I've waited 10 years to serve mine.